Hello, Ravi.
Hey Kalyan, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking that.
Yeah, so let's just discuss about your niche, which is
hmm
farming.
hmm
And it will be great if you can tell us about your vision so that our audience will understand it more better.
Okay, okay. To make little more relate, right? I am a technical person. Okay, so being a technical person, so you might have thinking that okay, fine. Being a technical, how can he gain something in farming? What is that so special for him, right? Um, See, that is what is my I can say like my background story. When I speak about my background, right? So I came from farming area. So my opinion or view was completely towards more than farming. I never used to like think that okay something that I'll be achieving so much thing, but based on the way how things goes, things happened with our education structure, everything, right? Obviously we'll be like diverted in a different way, right? So
Right.
starting fearing that oh my god, no, 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 people are gaining something. Let me also gain something, so went into the journey of technical thing, everything. So in that journey, right? So I had certain type of habitual things of just growing something. So whenever I used to get some time, right? I used to just grow something. So now with that being up and motive, right? Every weekends, right? I used to be like happy being in my village compared to city. So what is that I used to do in my village is that I used to like roam around to my all the places, like all the lands where we used to have, right? So go with cows, okay, so have that even the cow dung, right? So we used to see like okay, what is that? It will like how it can be made as an organic way. So there are so many things which we used to like play around uh, with couple of things. So with that being like, so then I thought, okay, now when something is been utilized, right? Okay, so with being up in an MNC, Monday to Friday, I'll be busy. Let me utilize this weekend for some other. Let me make myself busy for at least myself. Forget about what is that I'll be growing up, right? What is that I'll be gaining. But yeah, I'll be like at least self happy.
Yes.
When I started, right? So initial phase, like I did all sorts of miseries. Like even my parents used to blast left and right. I can tell you some examples, right? I grew a couple of crops. I did so many things, okay, but I never used to get any type of result on that.
Hmm.
And with that, my parents used to like blast left. I said, like, come on, yeah, you are first of all screwing everything, and even you are screwing our life as well. You are not at all allowing us to gain something. Rather, you are screwing everything. Come on, forget about this. Just go away. So I was telling my friend, okay, no, no, let me try something. So I'm trying. They said like, no, 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 you are not gonna fulfill anything. That is not is your goal here. You are not the person to stay here. No, get out.
So
So,
at that
but
time, sorry to interrupt. So at that time, your
Mhm,
parents were not with you. They were in the village,
mhm,
and you were
yes,
visiting them in the weekends. Okay.
visiting them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
at one particular stage, they got so frustrated. Earlier, they used to be like happy, like, oh, my son is coming, coming, right? At one particular stage, they got so frustrated. They're like, come on, don't come. Be happy. Don't worry. We'll come. If you feel that we want to meet you, we will come. Rather, you don't come. I was like, oh, that's also a happy thing. Then earlier, I used to be very happy. I said, oh, yeah, yeah, my parents are coming here to meet me. Then slowly, I started getting realization. Why? Why are they hesitating? Why are they just denying me? Then I came to know, oh, because I'm screwing something there. So they don't want me to just come and just start growing. And second thing, it's not about my screwing. When I screw something, right, the other communities, like other people surrounding, right, the neighbors, those people, they used to come and they used to tell my parents, come on, yeah, what is this? You are growing something, your son is coming and is screwing everything, and why can't you tell him? Right?
Mm.
There are two things in a village thing. Even good happens, people will be like so much what I can say
Yes.
greedy enough, come on man. And if bad happens, they'll come with sympathy. Oh, this should not happen, that should not happen. But if you think another way, right?
Mm.
So that was something which triggered me. I thought, okay, I'm screwing everything, right? Because of that, my parents are completely frustrated. Let me gain something and show them. That is where I
Right.
took some type of stand. Then I told my parent, okay, don't worry. I'll make sure that what all that mistake I do, I will never make you people accountable for that. So just give me a little land. So this land, okay, I have around not 1 acre, near to 1 acre, a land. So just I'll take this particular place and I will do whatever I do. You people don't care about that, but I'll make sure that that is not going to harm you. This is what is my motive. Then said, okay, you do whatever you want, but we'll never come there. That was my first step where I started. I did all type of goof up, goof up, goof up. And at one particular stage, then I started realizing, why am I making that goof ups? Because of my careless or because of me not knowing what am I doing.
So those were
Example, if
uninformed decisions that you were taking.
yes. Look, I was comparing.
Mhm.
Okay, when I grow something, I used to ask. Then my usually right, our tendency what we do. Okay, now in a village, if I am doing something, I need to ask villagers because they'll be knowing very well because they're completely dedicated. If I same thing, right? If I come to a city in my corporate level, I need to speak with only corporate folks because they know very well. That is what is
Yes.
human tendency, right? This
Yes.
was my tendency. I used to grow, then I used to like ask people, oh, see, I'm growing this one. What do you feel I need to add? They used to, everyone used to give their own opinion.
So there is a different word for that, seeking
Hmm.
validation.
Seeking validation.
You were
Perfect. The
seeking
perfect word.
validation, yeah. Okay.
Seeking validation. So everyone, then one fine day, then I started realizing everyone started giving their own opinions. And when I start asking them, why are you giving this thing? Why that guy is not giving? They don't have answer. The only beautiful answer they gave is that, I don't know. This brand has been used by n number of folks,
Okay.
and when I go to that shop, I got a very good opinion about this guy from that particular guy. I bought it. I dumped it.
So you are talking about the pesticides and other things that you
Not
want
about
to.
not only
Okay.
pesticides, even
Hmm?
also the crop.
Crop also. Okay. You mean
Even also crop.
seeds? Yeah, the
Seeds,
seeds.
even
Yeah.
also seeds. Not only everything, right?
Hmm.
So anything I need to purchase, this brand seed is good. This brand seed is not. So there were. Then I started thinking, oh, there is a major issue here. So issue major here is that nobody knows anything. So we just see other five is doing something, we grow. We are not at all aware what we are doing and what is that our soil needs.
Yes.
What is that our locality needs? We didn't realize that. That was the place where I started getting myself there.
So one more question here. So are
Hmm.
not there any government officers in your village or in your mandal who are there
Mhm.
to help farmers? They advise
Yes,
which crops to cultivate,
that's the
which
result we are
pesticides.
getting now. That's the result we
Okay.
are getting.
Okay. So you have
That's the
approached
result we
them?
are getting. Yeah, that's the result I got, right?
Okay.
So the entire journey screwing up is because of that. They give, but they won't give you for your exact locality.
Okay. So
You got my
they
point,
don't
right?
even understand the soil and they just
Never, never.
advise. Okay.
They say, forget about this thing. See, you take this crop or you see this one. This is really gaining something. This is booming the market.
Hmm.
Grow. This is doing something miracle. Do. Now, okay, miracles are done. First, it will give the same miracle. Second year,
Hmm.
it will be another way of miracle now. So that way things are
It,
getting low.
it will be debacle.
Debacle. Correct, right? So first year I'll be very much happy. Oh my god, I am gaining like hell. Second year, I'll be in depth. Finished, right? Gone case. Third year, you'll be zero. Then fourth year, come back to city. Throw
Hmm.
this one. I don't want this one. Nobody knows anything.
Come back to
That was
city
my first
after
step.
selling your properties
Yes,
in your village.
definitely. That's one. Sell the property, take some money, come to city, take a beautiful villa, enjoy with your family till you have
And
that
that will
money.
be a
Once
short
that money is
time.
nil,
Yeah,
once that
that
money
will be a
gets nil, you're
short
done.
time and entertainment enjoyment for the people.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Then
people actually who sell off their properties in their villages and come to cities
hmm,
will realize it sooner or later that they have made a big mistake.
they're
They,
realizing now.
yeah,
They started realizing now because what happened, right? Because of our so-called AI, right? Now they're realizing, yo. Now they, for example, let's take I sold you my land around, for example, for 5K or 5 lakhs. So 5K will
hmm,
be less. Let's take I sold like a couple of years back for 5 lakh. Now
per
today
acre.
that particular
Hmm.
land, if I were to purchase, it will be like 50 crores.
50 crores.
Yeah, reason most of the folks are coming towards the places to purchase lands. Now purchasing land has become very, 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 very eminent efficient because people started realizing the pain now. Oh my God, when something is not there, then which is that particular place that will be holding me or handling me? If I don't have a place, only with a villa or something, if I go for an apartment, what is it I'm going to gain? If I'm in an apartment, right? Everything that speaks would be I should have a very good money and that should overfill all my issues. Eating, nothing. Next, what? People started realizing that factor. Now they're running, and that is happening today.
Yeah.
Like land, people are like purchasing land like anything because now what all
Yes.
the savings they have kept, right? They're making that, let me invest now, let me at least keep it and break it and keep it ready. Who knows what is going to happen tomorrow? Now, that is the major motive. Now, I take something instead of me keeping that, why can't I start gaining something beautiful? Imagine I'm earning lakhs in MNC. If I start earning crores,
Hmm.
definitely
Yeah. So
I do have a
my
profit.
perspective means I'll just add to whatever you are saying.
Mm,
It is
mm,
that actually when you are saying that people are now running after land, I
mm,
can relate with it because I'm in
mm,
Hyderabad and
mm.
now farmlands are even costlier than normal plots.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now that is one thing, right? But okay, now when you say farmland, right? So that is one type of negative, I can say, booming entity which is been f- pushed in our
Oh,
mind structure. Now,
okay, so
take a
farmland
farmland,
is
will
different
grow.
than farming.
Farmland is different than farming. Yes,
Okay, okay.
right.
Then,
There's two
okay, we
entities.
will get into farmlands later. So let's talk about your
Mm,
journey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, not same thing. Now, you never same thing I have. Farmland and farming, right? Any type of land you purchase, regardless of the land, nothing to worry. You will create miracles.
Okay.
Is my basic motto. You give me any land, you take me to any places where it is just a land with a soil or something, I'll show you miracles.
So what are the basic things that a person who wants to get
Mm.
into farming need to know about farming? How they
Very
can,
simple,
yeah.
very simple. The simple mechanism would be I need to know that okay, something I'm touching needs water.
Mm-hmm.
Something I'm touching needs water and some media to just withstand or to just support that particular crop. Would be soil
Mm-hmm.
or anything, right? Only this basic thing with this basic. Now, how to, what is the mechanism of that? What is the mechanisms where that you will be like self-driven in such a fashion? Anything you choose, right? You will choose the exact thing and what is needed. That is what when you start doing up in a right order, right? You'll
Mm-hmm.
create miracles.
Okay.
Simple
Okay.
motive, nothing
Yes.
much.
So
There
in
is
that
no
case,
garbage.
anybody can become a farmer.
Oh yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And
And anybody, I can't, I'll not demotivate. I'll tell that anybody in this particular world of farming can create miracles. I'm not speaking in a lakh language, in crore language.
mm-hmm.
You can grow, you can gain in crores. What
Okay.
is that you want? What is that you want apart from that? Come on here. With for a lakhs, we are like bugging like anything. Imagine I'm just putting my heart and soul with all this type of other BPs, whatever. Come on.
So
Put something little.
it's
Finished.
interesting to know that people
Mm,
can earn in crores in
mm,
farming.
mm,
But now the other question
mm,
with means there are two questions actually. So
mm,
for any person who even doesn't know the basics, nothing
mm,
about farming, if I go with you,
mm.
I will learn farming and I'll earn in crores, is what
Yes.
your words are.
Yes.
And
Yes.
my other part is a question which
Mm,
comes from then why people are not aware of this thing and why
mm.
there are still farmer suicides happening in our country.
Now you need to give me the answer for this one. Why did you go to corporate level?
No, not
Why?
corporate actually.
No,
When
no.
I'm asking this,
Why
yeah.
why are we going to cities? Because see, that is what happens, right? There is a minimal. minimal, like when I say, like when we start our education system, right?
Mhm.
Our education system starts with technology,
Right?
right? We start from base itself. We start our foundation with technology. But imagine if that technology is been incorporated with the farming. If farming was also one entity that could have been incorporated in a beautiful way, things could have been miracle.
Hmm.
Come on, man. We should not beg for other countries to just give us business when we have our own thing.
So again, there is again
Hmm,
a very basic question
hmm,
again.
hmm,
Why don't you go and ask farmers to put their minds, not only
hmm,
their physical labor in the farm, put their minds, embrace the technology which is there in today's world for farming, and why
hmm.
can't they earn in crores? If not in crores, then at
Yes.
least in lakhs. Why
Yeah.
don't you
For me
do
to
that?
go,
Why
yeah.
don't you why
Yes.
don't you okay, are you doing are you educating
Yes.
farmers?
That is what now for me, right? Going and see, for me, like if I come to your place and if I tell, okay, Kalyan, see, you can gain in terms of crores for Kalyan, I'm gonna give you all type of gain. Will you hear that?
Of course,
If
I
I,
won't.
of
In the
course,
first
no.
attempt, I won't because I don't know
No,
you.
maybe, yeah, maybe first time, let's say, like in our thing, we know very well. And if you, okay, when Ravi is telling something, okay, let me listen, let me smile, let me show some teeth in front of him, okay, let him bug away. The moment he goes a bugger, right? So instead of that, if I invite you to my place and if I showcase you the result
Hmm.
with what is being achieved and how it is being achieved, and if I start convincing you, and if you're convinced with that, which factor is good, then I come to your place, then again I come to your place, then I start preaching you about the copying thing, which is more effective, the first one or the second one? Second one, because
Hmm.
you saw the result, you saw what has been done, and with that experience you will relate me, oh yes, Ravi has grown something very beautifully, now let me take his points.
So now, whatever you have done
That's
will
what is my
stand
vision.
as a proof of concept for
Hmm.
your service or your product,
Yes.
right?
See,
Okay.
for me, it's very simple. Like, my motto is very simple. See, farming is not something which is taken up in an low graded way, and not all the farmers or all the farmers will be, there is a suicide attempts which are happening in farming thing, right? It is just like, it is not a reality. It is just a perception of the people having their opinion about farming. So the person who might have taken committed suicide will think that, oh, there is nothing I can grow in this land. Come on, man, I don't have money, I'll not be getting money in that. So now people are gaining money like anything. For me, no. So what is my next vision? Death. But the place what he has, even though if he has in terms of, forget about acres, half, quarter, is fine, he can do miracles. But the belief or the education thing what is be he has about his particular land is completely zero. That is what is happening. Now when we start empowering people in that particular level, right? Why can't? Imagine at one particular stage, India becomes such a rich country in a farming, no suicides. Everyone is like challenging. Everyone is like people who are like creating miracles. World starts diverting towards our nation.
So
How it will be?
is it a part of your vision?
Yes, I want to
Okay.
make sure that the world should turn back on India about farming, like the way how we are turning ourselves on technology for different countries, right? Why can't we create miracles on this one? World should think on that. But today that is happening. If you really know, right, there are couple of crops which are very well grown in India are being exported, but never it has been published across.
Mm-hmm.
If you know the reality, there are a couple of crops which are exported from India because those crops are very well being built, very well being grown in Indian soil. It has been exported, but the brand has been taken in a different country. Nobody knows that
Oh,
secret. Yes.
okay.
Now we purchase something from other countries. Oh my God, see, this is so beautiful. But that is completely something is completely really been initiated from my same land.
Hmm.
Who knows? I might be selling something from my neighbor land and that I'll be purchasing from a different country. Oh my God, this is something which I took it from USA. My God. But basic it's here. We don't have that type of thing, right? So when something is happening, why not? Let's be on that. This is my
Right.
vision.
That's
And
nice. That's nice
yeah,
to know.
I'll not be taking any type of much years for this one. So I'll make sure that this should be an going approach. I'll invite every people. So people who come to my place to just have a look, I'll be happy to give them the freeware, like free versions of that, the initial stage. Then I start coaching them.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, I know that a few of the people from corporate, they left
Mm,
their jobs and went back to
mm,
their villages and using technology for farming, and they are doing miracles.
mm.
And now, when you are saying this, so how would you stand different from them, or would you
I don't
be,
want few. I want all. Very simple.
when you say all, what do you mean by all?
I want you to come to farming. Throw technology out.
Okay,
Technology
okay.
is not my bucket. Imagine I'm working in an organization which is not my own organization. It is completely something different. It's outside my country. If that other country decides, oh my God, we have a couple of recession over here, let me take back all the contract back from other countries. Next what? Just take an example. You lost your job today, and tomorrow if I want to search with my technology, I don't have any other organization where I can just
Possible.
take my bread and butter. Next what? Gone case, right?
Hmm.
Finished. You can't even imagine. Oh my God! Next what? What will be my people who are depend on me? My wife, my kids. Oh, gone case. The next suicide because I didn't have any other expertise or exposures on other stuffs. That's what, right? I'm not telling you people to just scratch your head for something very difficult, typical, diplomatic that way. Come to the simple mode. That's it. A water and I can say this much of soil. That will
So,
save your life.
yeah, I would agree with you on that, but partly I would say, because
Mm,
let's say there are India is a diverse country, and
mm,
there are areas where actually there is a lack of water.
mm,
Now, in such areas, if in such regions, if
mm,
people want to make farming
mm.
their main livelihood, then
Mm.
what would be your suggestion for them if, with
Okay.
lack of water?
Okay. So now India has a beautiful plan of making everywhere the water scarcity to be like fixed, right? What are they
Yeah.
doing? So they're just
But
trying to do that,
connect the
right?
rivers.
Backward, connect the river, those things, right? So now taking that as first things. So when we start putting our heart and soul on this particular factor, definitely that will be improved.
Hmm.
Imagine now, let's take there in place of 10 people, there are 100 folks who started completely being into farming, right? Your nature will be so well enough, the climate will be attracted very beautifully. There you will start getting everything what you want.
Hmm.
How, right? So the more oxygen gets created in the universe, right? More it starts attracting something like a girl, a smart girl attracting a guy. Finished.
Okay,
Will
interesting.
definitely. Hmm. That'll happen.
Okay, so I have a conception, not only me, I guess many people can relate to this particular point, that
Hmm.
farming needs physical labor,
Hmm.
and it's completely dependent on how much labor a person can put in farming, and thus that person will yield results.
That's your perception.
How much do you agree with this particular statement?
That is your perception.
Okay, so
Why are
without
you looking why are you looking like hardworking?
no,
Think
no,
of
no,
smart
no,
work.
no, because there is a saying, right? You
Hmm.
get whatever you sow, you
Hmm.
reap whatever you sow.
Yes.
So, how far that statement is true? And when
Hmm.
people are talking about this
Hmm.
hard work is one of the key things which is related to farming, not only farming for that matter.
Hmm.
There are multiple areas
Hmm.
in all the industries, not only, of course, IT is a different kind of
Hmm.
industry, but there are industries where actually physical labor is required more, and that's what is being now replaced by machineries, right? It means, of course, that has started long back with
Hmm.
industrial revolutions, and the robotics will be replacing many other things coming up.
Hmm.
So when you're saying that, why do I think that? Because now I see that even out of 100 farmers, 90 farmers are doing physical labor. Of course, they have embraced technology in few areas like using tractors or maybe using drone technology for sprinkling. But does it require physical labor when you compare it to a normal sophisticated work like when I compare it to the corporate jobs like software engineer, for example?
Come to my place. I'll show you how it is. I'm a
Okay.
single person who is gaining everything in miracles.
Hmm.
I don't have any people who are coming here and doing their hard work, soul, and everything. No, I'm a
So
single guy.
so farming doesn't need sweating.
So swarming, I didn't say like it doesn't need sweating. See, sweating is something like even if AC gets off in my office, right? Definitely sweat comes out. Correct, right? So it is because of the AC our sweats are not coming out,
No,
right?
no, no.
If I am
Sweat
get jam in
even.
a traffic, finished. Correct, right? But yeah, so joke aside, but as on a serious note, there is a smart way of farming. Okay, so there are in my places I have been incorporating a couple of techno farming technologies.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Can you
Everything
give me
can be like.
some more detail about it?
Okay,
Techno
when you say
farming?
techno farming, right? If you take today's example, right? As you told, like folks have tractor, some folks have the tractors are something, like the big thing. Okay, like you can't even afford in initial stage to just purchase a tractor or something. Okay, so go in a minimal type of
They are renting
machineries.
tractors. Many people are renting
Yes,
tractors.
yeah, and even renting has become expensive nowadays.
Yeah. Even
Renting has become
people
very expensive
even
because of
yeah, people even
because
do
of diesel
not
cost.
know
Mm,
driving. There are people who do not know driving tractor and
mm,
they hire
mm.
a person who knows driving a tractor and
Correct.
yeah. Yeah, go on, please.
Correct, right? So that way, right? When you say right, so this nowadays that has also become expensive. Now think on simple machineries. I have simple machinery mechanisms where you can create miracles, gain everything. Come to my place, watch it out.
When you're saying this, come to my place, I'm really curious to know about your place more. So this time
Yeah.
when you visit, again,
Mm.
I would expect you to make a detailed video about on this
Yes.
particular how you're doing this techno farming. I
I
would
will
like to know
demo
that.
you. I will demo you. I'll sit in my place and we'll speak again. I will show you.
Okay. So one more quick question,
Mm,
and probably this will be my last question in
mm,
our discussion today.
mm,
There are farmers
mm,
in Andhra and even Telangana
mm,
who are declaring crop holidays. They have
mm,
land in their hand,
mm,
but they are not doing farming. They are saying
mm,
they are not getting the MSP for whatever they are cultivating.
mm.
So what is your um, response on crop holidays?
Okay, when you say MSPs, what does that mean?
Minimum selling price,
Okay.
which is actually
Now,
government gives or
yeah,
defines
instead
some
of
value,
yeah,
right?
instead of me going to government, right? If I start attracting folks to come to my place with the way how I start marketing, which is more efficient, which is more efficient.
Of course, the second way is more efficient,
Finished.
but what is
Finished.
your what is your opinion on
Yeah, my opinion
farmers
is
who are
that
declaring
yes,
crop
the farmers
holidays?
are declaring as crop produce because of the government. See, government. I'm not blaming this one on government, right?
Hmm.
Government is taking very good step. So, but the mediators, the between
Okay.
mediators. I'll give you a live example. If you know the APMCs, right? Like when I say APMCs, like the place where vegetable comes in the early morning, right? So the farmers will bring the vegetables and they'll just start placing a broad place and
Yeah, I guess in southern states it's they're not sure about northern
yeah.
states. In
But
Andhra
yeah, no,
and
no. Every
Telangana,
place,
it is
even in cities,
Raitu
right?
Bazaar.
Health budget. So what happens, right? When it comes, right? The mediators, the way how they tackle you, right? The first person who touches your bag, one person will come and touch your bag. Okay, so it is fixed that particular bag is fixed for you, right?
Okay.
The other folks, right, will never ever touch that box, and they'll make you to stay till 3 o'clock by noon, where by noon your crop will be complete to that one particular extent. the freshness goes away. Then the rate which they have asked at, amount which they have asked at, they'll go for less. But what they do, they won't allow you to just directly get contacted to government. You got it right? They will
Yeah,
never. So throw that barrier out. When you're so much educated enough, why are you just trusting the other person? Forget about
right.
them. When you have so much confidence on your particular crop, when you're so much confident that you can convince anyone in the world who comes and asks about your crop, you can answer. The hesitant today is that I can't convince. The problem is that I have a crop. I'll take my crop to one particular place. I can't convince. For example, if you ask multiple questions to me, being a farmer, right? I can't convince you. Then finished. I like, oh my God, I can't convince Kalyan. Let me give it to somebody. I'll give some money. Instead, if I'm so confident enough, why not?
Yeah. So it's actually
Yeah.
lack of confidence in
Yes.
farmers about
Yes.
their
Yes. Yes.
own crop.
They're not
Yeah.
confident. They are completely afraid. Oh my God, what is going to happen? Oh, when you throw that negative factor out of their mind, definitely, right? They can create miracles.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah.
That is my
Thanks,
stand.
Ravi. Thank you. Thank you for the detailed explanations on a few of my questions. And
Mhm.
I hope that we will continue with other discussions as well in our coming. I will be
Sure.
recording all this. And thank
Yes.
you. Thanks for your time. And
Yes.
we will catch up again.
Same way. Same way. I'll come with a couple of my questions to your motive. So
Sure.
just be ready for that.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Kalyan. Take care. Thanks for having this podcast. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.